The Phoenix Suns were one of the most active teams in last year's free agency. Trading for Bradley Beal instantly gave the Suns one of the best big threes in basketball, and the Suns did their best to surround their trio with good supporting pieces, picking up sharpshooter Eric Gordon and setting out the underwhelming DeAndre Ayton and getting back Grayson Allen and Yusuf Nurkic. When the dust had settled, they were instantly viewed as one of the top contenders, but a quarter through the season, they were a mediocre team with just a 14-13 record, which put them out of the playoff picture. Now, to be fair to the Suns, they dealt with some brutal injuries, with Bradley Beal being injured in the early part of the season, but still, many considered the Suns to be a disappointment. Well, recently, the Suns have finally gotten healthy, Bradley Beal is back in the lineup, and they've won 10 out of their last 13 games, which has put them back in the playoff picture. The offense is now firing on all cylinders, where over their last 10 games, they rank second in the league in offensive rating. So how exactly are the Suns doing it? Let's break it down. A major reason the Suns' offense has been so elite is their insane combination of star talent. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker have both been shooting lights out all season. Booker has already scored over 50 points twice, including a 62-point game in a loss to the Pacers. He's a master at getting to his spots in the mid-range, where his fadeaway jumper is one of the deadliest shots in basketball. A lot of his makes are well defended, but it doesn't matter. He's got a high release point to help him get the shot off, and he's an incredibly tough shot maker. He's also done plenty of damage from downtown. If given too much room, he'll just let it fly, and he's money when shooting off the bounce. D-Book also carves up defenses with his drives to the rim. He's got a terrific handle and strong finishing moves once he gets in the paint. On this play, the Pacers are going to switch this ball screen, then D-Book uses the crossover to get by his defender, and then kisses this fadeaway off the glass. Here, D-Book isolates at the top of the key. Again, he loves that left to right crossover to get by his man, and after bumping Mathurin to create some space, he finishes with the push shot. His deep offensive bag makes him one of the toughest covers in the league. Durant is also dominating as a scorer, which is incredible considering he's in year 16. Like Booker, he's a mid-range assassin. All KD needs to do is dribble to his spots, pull up, and that's cash. The majority of his makes are contested, but at 7 feet tall and with that high release point, KD barely sees defenders. KD can just pull up in your face, but he's also got moves to create separation. On this ISO, KD drives baseline, then uses the step back to create space and knocks it down. Most of his buckets come from jump shots, but KD still puts a lot of pressure on the rim. He could get by his man at will, and his insane length allows him to elevate and finish in traffic. And when he can't get all the way to the hole, he's got a nice floater that he likes to shoot over help defenders. The Suns also love to get Kevin Durant and Devin Booker open shots, running handoff plays with Yusuf Nurkic. On this play, Nurkic hands it off to KD, Turner doesn't step this up, and that's all the space KD needs to hit this shot. This time Nurkic hands it off to Devin Booker, the defender foolishly goes under, and D-Book drains the open three. The Suns also like to use Nurkic as a screen and roll option. Here, Nurkic sets the pick for KD, he rolls to the basket. This pass is nearly deflected, but Nurkic still catches and finishes. If Nurkic has a favorable matchup, the Suns will dump him the ball down low. Here, Mikal Bridges switches onto Nurkic, so Devin Booker feeds him the entry pass, and Nurkic knows what to do with the ball down low. He backs him down and finishes with the hook shot. Another big part of this team's success is the excellent outside shooting. The Suns have plenty of snipers in the lineup like Grayson Allen and Eric Gordon. KD and Booker draw a ton of defensive attention, and they're both very willing passers, which creates plenty of open shots. On this possession, the Suns use the pin down screen to get KD open. He sees he's being double teamed at the elbow, then makes the cross court pass to Grayson Allen for the three. Here, KD isolates at the top of the key. Again, he notices he has two defenders on him, then makes the swing pass to Eric Gordon, who drives and dishes the ball to Drew Eubanks. This time it's going to be Devin Booker who gets double teamed out of this pick and roll, and he makes the right decision, finding Bates Diop who's open from deep. They also create a lot of easy baskets for their teammates by driving to the rim. Andre Drummond has to step up on this KD drive, and KD threads the needle for this Eubanks slam. This Kevin Durant drive collapses the Pacers' defense, and he finds Devin Booker on the corner, who drains the open 3 ball. And later in this game, Devin Booker is going to return the favor. On this pick and roll, Miles Turner has to step up to contest the Booker shot. He gets right by him and finds Kevin Durant in the corner, who drains the open shot. Now let's discuss Bradley Beal, because his unselfishness is also helping this team to thrive. As the third option, he's naturally taken a back seat on offense, which is why his scoring is down from 23 a game last year to just 17 points per game this year. But Beal is thriving off the ball thanks to his abilities as an outside shooter. He gets a lot of open looks playing next to KD and D-Book, and he could get cooking from downtown in a hurry. When Bradley Beal plays next to KD and Booker, he's more of a spot-up shooter, but when D-Book is resting, they use him as the primary ball handler, and he's still a great creator off the bounce. On this play, he uses the killer crossover to get by Pascal Siakam, then goes to the reverse layup to avoid getting his shot blocked. This time, Beal is going to go one-on-one against CJ McCollum at the top of the key, and he's just going to stop it pop from mid-range and knock it down. Beal is also one of the top playmakers on the team. Here Nurkic screens for Beal, he keeps Kobe White behind him, collapses the defense, and finds Durant in the corner for 3. Even though Beal is going to reduce the offensive role for the Suns, he can still erupt for 30 points on any given night. This makes the Suns' offensive firepower overwhelming for opposing teams. They have 3 legit star players that can consistently create their own shots and create for others. And because Phoenix shoots the 3 so well, the spacing on the floor is excellent. This puts defenses in a really tough spot. Defending the Suns' big 3 in isolation is nearly impossible, but if you load up on them, they can kick the ball out to a quality shooter. So there's no stopping this Suns offense, you're just picking your poison. While the offense is humming and the team is playing well, there are some serious weaknesses that are concerning. For one thing, the Suns are a very top-heavy team. They've got one legit bench scorer in Eric Gordon, but the rest of their bench players' minutes have been sporadic since they're very limited players. As a result, they have the second lowest scoring bench in the league. Now, Frank Vogel has done a good job of addressing this issue by staggering the minutes of their big 3. He likes to keep 2 of Beal, KD, and Booker on the floor at the same time. This way, the Suns have at least 2 guys on the floor that can create their own shot. I think the poor depth won't be as big of an issue come playoff time, since rotations always get cut in the postseason, but if one of their top 6 guys in their rotation gets hurt, they could get exposed. An even bigger issue is the defense. The Suns don't have a high-level team defense that you would expect to see from a title contender. They rank just 16th in defensive rating, when generally to be a contender, you gotta be in the top 10. The biggest issue I'm seeing is the poor interior defense. Nurkic is an offensively skilled big man, but he's simply not a good rim protector. He's too slow to rotate to driving players, so when opposing players get by the first line of defense, they're met with little resistance in the paint. Drew Eubanks, their backup center, doesn't offer much help defense either. Another big issue is the poor work on the defensive glass. Phoenix gives up way too many offensive rebounds, leading to extra possessions for opposing teams and putbacks. Oftentimes, they're not doing a good job of identifying their man, putting a body on them, and crashing the glass. But this is also caused by the Suns' small lineups. They like to go small with KD at the 5 and 4 guards on the floor, and this lack of size exposes them on the glass. We saw the poor rebounding cost the Suns a game against the Pacers when they failed to box out Obi Toppin, leading to a game-winning putback. While the defense has been underwhelming, it's not all doom and gloom. They have improved on that end of the floor over their past 10 games. They do have some quality defenders in their rotation like Grayson Allen, Josh Okogie, and Durant, and those guys can be disruptive with their length, which creates turnovers and leads to fast breaks on the other end. If Phoenix can get within the top 10 defensively, that's going to make them even more scary considering how great they are offensively and how loaded they are with star talent. If this team continues to gel and improve, and they can get into the postseason healthy, there's no question they're a threat to win the championship. Anyway guys, it's about time to wrap this up. The Phoenix Suns are hooping right now, but there's still a lot of games left in the regular season, and it's going to be interesting to see how this team continues to gel as the season goes on. If they could continue to thrive, they could get themselves a much higher playoff seed and put themselves in a much better position to go on a deep run come playoff time. But now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this Phoenix Suns team? Are they legit title contenders? Let me see your thoughts down below in the comment section. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more awesome content just like it, please drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and have an amazing rest of your day.